Here's the problem. We're down 2 kids for the day.
People think that they're out there all the time.
No. What we're doing right here is what I would consider advanced Earthbag laying.
And guess what? They're almost perfect.
We'll get there eventually. The hyperadobe roundhouse is our most ambitious project yet. Taking everything we've learned from 5 years of experimenting with natural building and off-grid systems, we've designed an incredibly unique Earthbag structure that will serve as our family home and the centerpiece of our homestead. It's been a long road to get here. Starting with the foundation, we leveled and compacted our base, dug out the trenches for the walls, put the plumbing in, wrapped and protected our lower layers, set over 30 door and window forms, installed electrical outlets and switches, bottle brick niche forms, locking them all in place with over 250 tons of material. And today we're focused on laying course number 15 of 30. Hey guys, we are back out at the hyperadobe roundhouse for, I bet you can't guess.
More bags.
More bags, course 15. We're working on the inner circle. Here's the problem. We're down 2 kids for the day.
Yep. Adali is off at a job and Jax is inside watching the doodles because, you know, we have the doodle pen.
Yeah.
But there's no shade over there. And it's 75 degrees in February.
Yeah, we have not built any shade in the doodle pen because it's supposed to be winter, and we didn't think we needed to build one yet. But here we are. It's going to be a little tricky.
It's going to be a little slow going, but we are working on the inner circle because that way we don't have to deal with ramps, and it's a little closer for everybody. So the point of this whole intro is it's time to get started on course 15 again.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Time moves so fast. I try to make the moments last.
Also, I feel like we have to make sure we explain that the doodles are not outside all the time just because we built them a doodle pen.
No. So a long time ago, well, last year, the end of last year, we built them this 1.5 acre doodle pen. And people think that they're out there all the time.
No. Doodles can't really do. They're not like the Pyrenees. The Pyrenees can be outside all the time. They've got the insulative fur and all that stuff. Doodles, they get real hot and they get real cold. So they need to be in a climate-controlled area. So that's why they're in the Airstream most of the time.
Also, they're just spoiled dogs. So, yes, we pamper them and put them in air conditioning.
Most of the time. Now, early in the morning, late in the afternoon, they get their wiggles time. And yes, they're outside for a couple hours and they run around, but then they always come back in. So when we're out here working in the winter, it's been great because it's really cool and they can hang out and it's not a problem. But with it being, I know 75 doesn't sound crazy hot.
It's hot.
But at this elevation and with the sun and without any shade, I wish it's just too hot for them. So
yeah, the trees don't have leaves, so there's like literally nowhere for them to go unless we build them a shade structure, and we just don't have the time yet. So we're sacrificing a person.
Sacrificing a person.
I meant that we're down a person so that someone can be with the dogs.
So that means we are going to get a little distracted at some point in the future.
Yeah, but I don't think it would take very long. Like, we can set the post one afternoon, and then I can build the roof structure. Like, we just need somewhere for them to have shade. It doesn't have to be like a building.
Or you know what? It might get cold again. Who knows? Winter in the desert.
But for now, it's hot, and they're inside.
All right, we're moving slow. Yeah. We're going to keep going.
Second bag.
Something we're paying attention to as we're getting further up on these circle forms is that we want to mix the material in the bag that starts to go over this. We want to put extra cement and extra water in it so it's almost like a jelly bag, so it's going to harden up a little bit harder than normal. But for this particular area, we want it extra stabilized as it goes over the circle. So we're over the halfway mark, so the bags are starting to have that sort of curve in them, and they're going to have to start being supported as they go up. The first batch of mixes was super wet, and then we'll kind of even it out as we go back. some of you have asked in the comments, and this is a great question, by putting all of these niche forms in between all the door and window forms, isn't that affecting the structural integrity of your wall? It certainly can, and I think something we probably haven't been clear enough about is that what we're doing right here is what I would consider sort of advanced Earthbag laying. Like, we've been doing it for almost 5 years now, and we're pretty comfortable with this, but I definitely wouldn't recommend anything like this if you're just starting out and you're building your first Earthbag building. So what's going to happen with an opening like this is, even with a small section like this, as you're breaking these walls apart, the trick is you want to make sure you're keeping everything perfectly plumb. So you'll see we have a big 6-foot level, and every single course that we put on, we are taking it all the way down. We're making sure that that wall isn't starting to step in or out, because it's very important. Number one, it follows the curve. It's a curved wall. And number two, that it comes straight up. And so what's going to happen when we get above these forms, there's going to be a layer that goes all the way across, and that top layer is going to lock all these walls back in together. I know it's crazy, it doesn't seem like that could work, but we totally saw that in the chicken garden when we did that outside wall with all those different windows. That wall was super wobbly. All the little individual pieces between each window felt like you could totally move it until you laid one layer across the top, and then it locked everything back into place. So yeah, you can do it. You really do have to be careful. And there's definitely some places where we've been like, no, that's too much. It's taking too much out of the wall. And there's some places where we've compromised a little bit. And it'll be fine, but yeah, we're making it work. So just keep that in mind. If you're doing an Earthbag building, I wouldn't put a ton of holes in your wall until you're really, really comfortable laying good, clean, plumb Earthbag walls. You have some experience with it.
There are so many reasons that we have chosen to build our home this way. Guys, by building the walls with earth, we are introducing way fewer chemicals into our home. With a little research, you may be surprised to find out how many unnecessary chemicals are in your drywall, your insulation, and even the paint you put on the walls. Did you know that laundry detergent is actually one of the worst culprits for unnecessary chemicals? Every wash with traditional laundry detergent can leave behind a harsh chemical residue on your clothes, which then in turn gets on your skin. Thanks to EarthBreeze for sponsoring today's video. Making the switch to EarthBreeze Eco Sheets is easy. Ditch the bulky jugs and replace them with EarthBreeze laundry sheets. They dissolve in both hot and cold water, which is good because I only have cold water in here. And they are free from optical brighteners and other harsh chemicals like dyes, parabens, and preservatives. I know I feel so much better knowing I'm not exposing our family to harsh chemicals in our laundry. If you'd like to try EarthBreeze Eco Sheets, scan this QR code or visit earthbreeze.com/tinyshinyhome to save today. Now, let's get this laundry done so we can go back to building. To the
next wall. Let's go. Also, it's not just the niche forms, but also all the window forms and the door forms. As we go over the top of those with a long single bag, that'll continue to lock that wall in. And as we put the roof on and we tie the roof to the bags and then connect it all together, it's all going to lock it in tight, and it's going to be stupid strong, like really, really strong. We took a little break in the shade of the wall, which was a first. It's actually tall enough. I mean, you gotta sit down, but you know, it's pretty good. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going. Are we halfway yet? No. Almost. Jeez, we're moving slow. Yeah, just still going around these forms. Yep. We'll get there. Eventually. call the Adali Special.
There's no other way to do
blind tie off.
There's spikes there. Oh yeah, there's a cleat there.
I got it.
This is our halfway mark on all of our window forms, and guess what? They're almost perfect. I think we have one that's like slightly higher than the others as far as bags on the middle of the window forms. But otherwise, it looks really nice, and we are halfway up on our circle forms. So man, we're moving, babe.
We're moving. Oh, was I not on the... We're moving.
If you could tamp a little bit faster, we'd be done a little bit faster.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Loving you makes the stars shine brighter. Yeah. One step closer to the halo. Yeah. We are what we yes, we rule our own domain. Yeah, yeah. Keep our heads up high, pushing on like a chugging train.
Why are you moving so slow?
I don't know, because I've been filling scoops all day, handing them to you.
Reaching the end of the road.
Just really tired.
Yep, me too. I like that brush. I think we need to do that at the end of every day.
Well, each scaffolding should have one.
I don't know if that's necessary.
They're
but,
$10.
but that's nice. Like,
It is. I got it the other day because I thought I don't want my husband to slip and fall on the scaffold.
oh, is that what you thought?
So I got it.
Oh, that was a long bit.
You're too long.
Yeah, she wants to be secure. She doesn't trust anyone.
Friends, family, loved ones. We have to invite you to a very special event coming up.
Yes, the Double Dome Kanab Collab in Kanab, Utah.
Guys, us, the Mojave Center, and Hayden and Millie from Curvy Texture all the way from Australia are coming to Kanab, and we're all collabing on a double dome.
2 domes, and we can't forget about the part that we're doing, which is the hyperadobe bench and fireplace.
Guys, we are inviting you to a 2-week workshop. It's happening April 26th to May 10th. The first week is going to be building.
We're gonna build the 2 domes and the fire. Like, that's the goal, is like build it all the first week. And this is like a teaching workshop. So you're gonna have a lot of people who really know how to lay earth bags that will teach you every step of the way.
And it's going to be super adobe and hyper adobe. So you'll get best of both worlds.
You get to decide which one you like better. Wink, wink.
First week is going to be building. The second week is going to be plastering.
That is your favorite part. There's going to be a chef on site. There's going to be some excursions, some field trips. So it's not going to be all work. There's going to be some educational classes. It's going to be, like we said before, the biggest Earthbag party of the year.
Also, you can camp on site.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting a hotel. As long as you have a self-contained camper or a tent, we will have showers provided as well as a bathroom. Guys, please come out to this event. It's going to be so much fun and we cannot wait to see you. Come hang out with us 2 weeks, April 26th to May 10th.
Here's the link. Go sign up and we'll see you there. All right, we are back out at the roundhouse. We've got everybody out here except Ashley. She's working on video and watching the doodles inside where it's nice and cool because it's pretty warm today. We're gonna be working on the bedroom circle wall, which is like the really big one with all the windows, which we just added cleats to, and all of those little vertical forms for those gin bottle bricks, or someone called them in our comments, the gin doughs, which I love. We're definitely keeping that. So yeah, we're just gonna get started. It's gonna be a little slow going. It's very fiddly, but we're gonna figure it out. A little too long. Just making a little adjustment.
A little precarious.
That's so awkward. Awkward spaces and corners. All right. There we go.
Hand. Watch your hand. That was way too close.
Jet's measuring with his feet.
So it's about 12. So like 15, 14, 15, 16.
So you have to bring your feet down here.
I don't believe you. That looks like you did 10 steps. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it.
Moving a little slow. We got a lot of these little handbags, as we'll call them, where we have to fill them by hand, measure them up to the exact height of the distance, and then kind of lean them over and massage them into place. And it just doesn't go as fast
That's all the other ones.
as all the other ones. Yeah, so that's okay.
Yep.
We'll get done what we can. We're hoping we'll get to this section right here. So we have to do both. We can't just do one side because we did that before, remember? And we pushed the form over. So if we do it, we're going to have to do both of them. I just don't know if we have time to do both.
You got me exclusive. I'm so high, open lucid. You take me.
Good job, Adali.
We steady on the same pace, yeah. I'm crazy. You like that? Don't back down. No, you talk back. Keep it spicy. There's a fact. We on the right track, yeah.
That looks good.
27 and a half.
It's close enough.
I was going to say, that's what we did last time, wasn't it? Okay.
keep the light on. I'm coming home. I no longer want to roam. Set the table, 'cause I know that I'm running out of road. I wandered for miles all around. Dawn had left me sunset bound. The only time I was ever found was when I got lost in you. Thought I'd never change my ways. Been a nomad all my days. But you shook me to my core. Now there's nothing I want more than to see you in the morning, fall asleep by